Coming to the stage next, welcome your storyteller, Kim Robin, doing a story called Row, Row, Row Your House.
Hey, y'all. My mom worked at a copper mine 2 miles from the Alaskan border. So when I was 14, I moved from Toronto all the way up to Stewart, BC. Where? Being a regular rebellious teenager, I was furious that I was going to leave all my friends, not to mention the malls. This town was so small that it was run by a generator. And in the wintertime, it wasn't big enough to service the whole town. So every hour, the power would go from one side of the town to the other side of the town. You'd be walking down the main road, and half the town was pitch black, but you could see the candles flickering in the windows. The other half, the lights were on, and you could see people in the living room windows watching their TV shows. If we were lucky, all 3 channels would work. I was living with some people that I hardly knew, and we lived in a row house. I lived in the second row of 6 row houses. I hated it, just hated it. There was a very small department store called the department store, and one movie theater that halfway through the movie they'd have to take a break so they could change the reel. And then I was invited to my very first bush party. I didn't know what to expect, nor did I know what the night had in store for me. Being the new girl in town, all the guys brought me drinks. From lemon gin to beer to this drink that they called snake bite, which is 190 proof pure grain alcohol. And they had me play this game called Pass Out. Believe me, you don't want to play that game. And there were lots and lots and lots of guys, most of which worked up at the mine. I fondly remember thinking, this is so much better than Toronto. Afterwards, some of the guys gave me a ride home, and they decided to play a trick on me. And they dropped me off at the 4th row in front of the wrong row house. You know when you're drunk and you think you're thinking clearly?
Oh, I know.
As I entered, I walked down the hallway and I noticed, wow, you must remember I had just left here 5 hours before. And I thought, wow, we got new rugs. Then I made it to the living room and I looked around, new furniture too. Then I spotted him. This man sitting quietly, reading a newspaper in the corner. My brilliant thinking thought, we even have visitors! As he peeked up over his newspaper, I bid him good night when I attempted to walk up the staircase to go to bed, he said, "And where do you think you're going?" "To bed," I said. "Where do you think?" "Not in this house, you're not." Now you would think, being the state I was in, he would at least walk me home or made sure I got home okay. Not this guy. Dickwad. Monday morning came too soon, and by that time, the story of the row house incident was all over town. I was mortified, but even worse, the girl's house that I had entered was a girl from school. She was one of those perfect in every way types, a real little prissy. So remember, always watch your girls. That's my show. Thank you.
Give it up for Kim Robin.